So this is how my physique is looking right now. I haven't gained or lost really any weight. I've been sticking around 209, 210 since we've gotten back, but I've definitely noticed some changes in my physique. My stomach is definitely less bloated, less fluffy looking when I turn to the side. I definitely can tell right here, there's just more shadowing. My arms, my shoulders look a bit more striated. Also, my arms look more filled out. This side. I think I underestimated how much muscle I would gain, how much fluid would return back to my muscles, because like I said, I haven't lost or gained any weight, and I really think it's a lot of water, maybe a couple pounds of muscle or something, and then losing a couple of pounds of fat. But overall, body recomp wise, I think things are going really good. Like, I'm very, very happy with kind of the progress that I've been seeing in the mirror each day. Typically, I like to start my morning shake by putting the instant Cafe Bustelo into my almond milk, but they haven't had this in the grocery store for 2 weeks. I can't find this anywhere. I went to Walgreens, went to 2 different grocery stores. I don't know if they're still selling this stuff. So my shakes today is 1 cup of instant Keurig espresso, 1.5 cups of unsweetened vanilla almond cashew blend milk. It's the 25 calorie kind. Half a banana, just like 50 grams. An unknown amount of Walden Farms calorie-free chocolate syrup, because honestly, I don't even weigh it. A scoop or 30 grams of chocolate whey protein powder, and 4 tablespoons, it's gonna be about 20 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder, and then a bunch of ice, tons and tons of ice. Cafe Mocha protein shake is done. This pre-workout is gonna get me hyped up. There's a ton of espresso in here. I think the macros on this, it's like 25 protein, 5 fat, and 15 carb. So really not a lot of macros for a ton of shake. Plus, I don't know about you guys, but shakes don't fill me up. Real food, whole food fills me up, but this, I'll probably be hungry in a little while. So this not having a ton of macros, it's good because it's not gonna be very filling. Anyways, one thing I need to do better on is filling out my spreadsheet where I track all my weigh-ins and my macros. Obviously, I haven't been doing that. You can see way up there, I was doing it at the middle of September, but just been lazy. I'm making a good amount of progress. I'm happy with the progress that I'm making, but I just know if I use this thing more, I'll be making a lot more progress. So here's to, yesterday was the first day I actually put my numbers in like a month. Here's to using this thing more. All the best results that I've ever had have been when I've been using this, but it takes effort, not a lot of effort. It's just like a couple of minutes each day, but it's like anything. I think there's a lot of things we do that could only take a couple of minutes and it could help us 1,000%, but we're just too lazy to do those things. So I've just been too lazy to use my spreadsheet, and not gonna be lazy anymore, self. We're gonna be using this thing. We're making way more progress, all kinds of progress with the spreadsheet. So I'm all showered up, I'm ready to go to the gym. 2 things you probably don't know about me. Number 1, I always shower before the gym and after the gym. I have this like weird thing where I don't ever wanna smell at the gym. I just hate when I can smell somebody's BO next to me at the gym. It's like my biggest pet peeve. I think it's so disgusting. And then number 2, I hate shopping. I haven't gone clothes shopping in 3 years. If you've noticed on the vlogs, I don't wear really any different clothes. I've had the same clothes for 3 years. And I finally was like, you know what? I need to go shopping. I need a new wardrobe. It's been far too long. I hate shopping. So I went shopping, I picked up some new clothes. One thing I did find at Old Navy for $10, compression pants, 3/4 length compression pants, and they're awesome. So if you're a dude and you need some compression pants, I highly recommend checking out Old Navy. 10 bucks. Usually, like, I have Under Armour and I have Nike ones, and I'd say these are on par with that quality. And my Under Armour and Nike ones cost 5 times, at least 5 times that, $50 to like $80 for those, and these are just as good. I'm going to the gym. It's push day today. Last push day, I started with flat close grip bench, and I only got 4 sets to 10 on the close grip bench at 225. Today, I'm gonna try and get all 5 sets. The 5th set, I only got 8. So I'm all caffeinated, I'm all hopped up on that pre-workout protein shake. Hopefully, I can do it today. I think I'm gonna be able to do it. All right, right now I'm on the last set of close grip bench, 225. Hit all 4 sets right now for 10. This 5th set, I really have no doubt about it that I'm gonna be able to hit this. Today, I feel the strongest I've felt push day wise since I've been back from Greece. And I'm just really encouraged with the way things have been progressing this last week and a half. Like I've been saying, since I bumped my protein up, kind of took my carbs down a little bit, the gym workouts have been going exceptionally well. My physique has started to come around a lot more, and I guess I'm just getting stronger too. So I'm gonna hit this for the last set, and I'll see you guys after the gym. Got back from the gym a little bit ago. That workout went really well today. Super happy with how my strength is progressing. Kind of hungry right now, so I'm gonna make my second meal of the day. It's gonna be an eclectic meal, I have a feeling. I try to never, like I said, eat vegetables before my lift. So I get all my micronutrients in later in the day typically, and I think this meal is the meal of micronutrients. So meal number 2 is prepped, at least the savory part of meal number 2. And if you watch my Insta stories, then you know I pretty much take a picture of this thing every day. It is my bowl of micronutrients. This is the biggest bowl that I own in my apartment, and it always gets filled with salad almost every day. Basically, Swiss chard, lettuce, spinach, kale, yep, that's the other thing that's in there. Sorrel, arugula, just greens for days, vitamins and minerals for days. Then like a tomato medley that actually kind of sucks. If you have a Wegmans by you and you see this package and it says flavorful medley, and you've got all these great colored tomatoes in here and you think it's gonna be so flavorful, no, it's a lie. It's not flavorful at all. So disappointed I bought this, and I will never buy this again. Then like 270 grams of some chicken that I meal prepped the other day. Still got a little bit of that chicken left, but if you live in Buffalo, or if you can get your hands on some of this, maybe you don't even live in Buffalo, I don't know, do they sell this out of Buffalo? Chivetta's barbecue marinade on your chicken. Oh, this is the best stuff on chicken. Literally the best stuff. So just kind of put that, oh no. So I just kind of put that with my raw chicken in a Ziploc bag, let that set for like an hour. And then I put it in a baking sheet lined with tin foil, 400, 425 for like 15 minutes. And boom, you have a bunch of meal prepped chicken, which is super awesome. Then this guy, smoked salmon. I don't know if there's a better way to get healthy fats in your diet. It is kind of expensive, but when I was prepping for my bodybuilding show, this stuff was like the #1 staple of my diet, because my fats were super low at the time. I think I was only hitting like 30 grams of fat a day. And I wanted to make sure that the fats that I was getting in my diet were from the healthiest sources possible. What I really like about this Acme Nova Flake salmon is that the macros, fat-wise, aren't terrible. Only 2.5 fat, and then also you get 13 grams of protein. But for a smoked salmon, that's pretty low. And that's what I really liked, was that I got to eat quite a few servings of this. I still get the healthy fats in, but it was on the lower end fat-wise, macro-wise, compared to a lot of other smoked salmon. Getting balsamic vinegar everywhere. Ah.
Feels so good to hear that again.
All right, gotta use my hands.
I have driven a Lamborghini.
So 4 years ago was the first time I ever left the States and traveled abroad, and I went with a buddy. We were visiting his brother, who's a professional hockey player overseas, and he was mainly playing in Finland. So we go to Finland and we're eating all this Finnish food. The best thing in Finland was the drinkable yogurt. They have the best drinkable yogurt I've ever had in my entire life. Anyways, we were obsessed with this stuff and we just started calling our drinkable yogurts whenever we were eating it during the day. We started calling it Yogurti 30. So right now in my kitchen, I don't have drinkable yogurt, but I've got the next best thing, which is some Physique non-fat Greek yogurt. And by the way, don't skimp on the Greek yogurt, guys. This might be a little bit more expensive, but this is the best Greek yogurt that they sell. Even in Greece, Physique is the best Greek yogurt. I can promise you that. And what I do is I just add like some blueberries, some frozen blueberries. I let those defrost a little bit. Then I'm gonna smash this with my fork and it turns into kind of like a froyo and it's delicious. So that is a cup and a half of the non-fat yogurt and a cup and a half of frozen blueberries. Just use a 1-to-1 ratio. Probably gonna add a little bit of Splenda into there to sweeten it up a little bit. But this is something I also want to show you guys. Kim's Deli Pops. Anyways, these are kind of like a rice cake, but a little smaller and a little crunchier and way more flavorful. And the macros are quite a bit better. Only 2 grams of carbs per Kim Pop. There's 15 in here, so you can like really snack on these, and only for 30 grams of carbs for the entire package. So I'm gonna eat that entire package, top them with some PB2. You guys have seen this 1,000 times. Love using this stuff in place of peanut butter. And then by the time I'm done with that, that should be defrosted into almost a froyo. So yeah, that is dessert of meal number 2. Desserty 30, Yogurti 30. Super pumped for this. Yeah, so that second meal has got me feeling some kind of full. Like really, really full. I'm not exactly sure the macros to that meal. I think it was probably around 100 grams of protein, probably the same amount of carbs, like 100, and fat, probably 10 grams of fat, not a whole bunch of fat. Anyways, I've been wanting to talk about something and it's been on my mind a little bit lately. You guys have probably noticed I've been doing a lot more uploads on YouTube, and there's a reason for that. I've shifted my focus. I was trying to do too much and I realized that I just don't operate the best when I'm behind with things. So I needed to pick one thing to go all in on, one thing to focus on. And YouTube, making videos is that focus now. Not the website, nothing else. It's just going to be making videos for YouTube. Hopefully that'll mean a lot more content is coming out. I don't want to promise anything. My goal is to make 3 videos a week, but I know that I've said in the past, hey, I'm gonna be uploading a lot more, or we're doing this whole That Shredded Life series, and then I just fail at That Shredded Life series and nothing materializes for one reason or another, and it's just a bunch of hot air and empty promises, and I'm just sort of done with it. And I think it's gonna be a really good thing, just to focus in on one thing, to focus on this channel, and I'm really excited about it, because anytime I've ever done anything worth anything, if that makes sense, has been when I've just focused in on one thing, when I've committed myself totally to something. All I know is that I've kind of just zeroed in on this, and there's gonna be a lot more stuff to come. This Green Giant riced veggies, the cauliflower medley, is awesome. Kind of pricey, it's like $2 to $3 for a package, but totally worth it, because ricing cauliflower is a pain in the butt and also is a huge mess. I've done it before. The macros on this medley are just awesome. 25 calories per serving, 5 grams of carbs, 2 protein, and it makes a ton of fried rice. So, want some volume, low calories, super tasty dinner. All I did was add 4 eggs there. Usually I just add 2 eggs, but I have a bunch of fat left tonight. Then over here, I'm doing some cold sirloin steak. Got 170 grams of sirloin steak with about a half a serving of mushrooms. And if you're an A1 fan, I don't get A1. This is the best steak sauce they sell. So top my steak and mushrooms with little Liam Perrins. Should be a nice little dinner. Wife Beans is asleep. I just made my last meal of the day, and I was kind of like putting all my numbers into MyFitnessPal, and I had a lot of macros left, a lot more than I thought I had left for the day. So this meal's actually kind of a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I've got 210 grams of frozen peaches, 100 grams of oatmeal, and 180 grams of some of the meal prep chicken that you guys saw I put on that salad. Just more of that meal prep chicken, that Chivetta's chicken. So tasty. Not gonna eat it in that order, by the way. I'm actually gonna eat it in reverse. So the chicken first, then probably the oats, and then probably the frozen peaches. As far as my macros today, 292 grams of protein, 252 grams of carbs, and 54 grams of fat. So pretty much hit my macros spot on today. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me a bit today. I hope you enjoyed the full day of eating. I'm gonna go eat this, and then I'm headed to bed.